Hello everyone. Today we'll be doing a video on a pizza stone oven made for around $200. We've had some questions and comments about the name JREN12. Basically we wanted to have a name JREN1, but it was taken, so we added it too. Hope you enjoy the video. So here we're doing a opening for an exercise ball on a 3/4 inch piece of OSB plywood. And the drill is teetering, teetering, teetering. Does it fall? Oh. So with the exercise ball, when you place it in the opening, you're going to want to make sure that the plug is facing you or where the opening of the pizza oven is going to be, because you're going to need to pull that plug to deflate it to get it out of your oven. This is just a piece of scrap corrugated metal roofing. 6 to 8 inches in width. If you want yours to be bigger, you can. So we're using refractory mortar. It's called. That's a high heat resistant mortar. You can find it at Lowe's or any brick or block building supply. It's around $60 a bag, where the most of the expense came from. The put the paper on there just as a buffer between everything from the exercise ball, and it helps with the insulating as you add more layers. Here comes another coat. I like mine more of a wet coat, so it was more easy to apply rather than a dry mix. You're going to want to put multiple layers of this on. You're going to want it to be a good 2 inches thick, probably a little better than 2 inches, 3 inches. This stuff is called vermiculite. It's just another added layer of insulation that you can buy on Amazon. Here are some fire bricks. They're around $2.99 at Lowe's, Home Depot, Tractor Supply. I used a little bit of hot glue to try to get them in the right position, and you're going to maybe do some cutting if you want some angles proper. Any background noise you may hear is Meg. She's laying in the chair next to me, and when I decide to talk, she decides to groan and moan for some reason. The different color and mortar mix is just a different brand. I bought a different brand, so it was more gray than white. This is just a 4-inch pipe, that a scrap piece of pipe that we're going to use as a chimney. A little pre-drilling and set the size, and then we'll put it in. Make sure it's level. You're going to want to make sure your stand itself is level before you try to level your chimney. Otherwise, you may level to your stand and then put the chimney in, and your chimney's going to be not level. Here I am just smoothing it out. Used a sponge, a wet sponge, but in the end, the brush was the best. It gives it a textured finish and kind of evens out any of the indiscrepancies. I put a nice bead of mortar down on top of this platform. As you can see, they're blocks, and I have 2 sheets of Durarock, 3/4 inch plywood, and then a row of the stove bricks. The bricks and the fire bricks and the refractory mortar was the most expensive stuff. Obviously, the exercise ball we had, and the chimney I had in as scrap metal. You want to start doing little fires. I did a couple days of these little fires to help cure it, increasingly getting the fires bigger, and I just didn't feel the need to put all that in the video. So this is one of our first cooks. We were using the powder, corn powder, which you're not going to want to use. It's flammable, as you can see. Probably just normal flour would work the best. Actually, it does work the best. That's what we've been using since. Now, after multiple fires and cooking episodes, so after inspecting the oven, there were hairline cracks in it. Nothing major, but it did crack. What I have done since, which isn't in any of the videos, is end up buying bags of Portland cement, or a bag of Portland cement, and doing multiple more layers of the Portland cement, which has like glue-like consistency in it, almost like a mastic. And we've since coated the oven with multiple coats of the Portland, and there are no cracks. So in hindsight, could I have done all this with Portland cement and made it even cheaper? There's a good possibility. I've heard good and bad with just using strictly Portland cement. This project took me roughly 3 to 4 weeks. Um, Obviously you got to use 24-hour dry time or setup time for the mortar and stuff like that. But taking your time doing it right, and the dividends definitely pay. Well, thank you for watching. We'll just let this run out, basically cooking pizza. So, any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll add all the materials I used in the description. Thank you for watching.